rise and grind, folks. All right, so guys, I guess this is a part 3 to the couple of videos I made. I think this was not a recent install. This is a furnace and AC unit we put in 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a hoarder living there, and the customer finally got the hoarder out. But unfortunately, the contractors that was there, it was a fiasco about what needed to be done. Make a long story short, guys, the heat and AC is working fine. Now, the customer said the contractor or the master, well, what is it, the GC, whoever was in charge of that job, said that the plumbing is done, but now they can't get the hot water heater to turn back on. So at this point, I told the customer, you know, since we're already 2-0 with fixing things there, we might as well go for 3-0. But this customer wants us to take a look at that water heater. Based on what she said, the guy couldn't get the pilot light to light, but the gas is on to the water heater. So I don't know if maybe the striker's going bad or what's going on, guys, but I like free money, so I hope y'all like free money too. So let's go take a look. I'll see y'all when I get there.
All right, guys. This is apparently what was leaking from the street before the water meter they had to turn off. But the water is on. There's a cleaner upstairs now, and all the plumbing, everything is already connected, so there's water onto the house. All right, guys. This is a newer Bradford White water heater. And gas is on. Where is it shut off? The gas is on. But I think the striker went out. Alright guys, let me open up this door real quick. I'll be right back. Of course, right now, pilot light is off. And one thing I could tell you is that there was a bunch of dust down here. This unit was working. I think this water heater is about 2-3 years old. But guys, I need both my hands. Let me try to light this with my lighter. I'll be right back. Now this is what we want. Green light, good to go. And for what it's worth, I took this apart, and all the dirt and debris that was in here, I cleaned it off, and I was able to get my spark rod to work, but everything was covered in dirt. So even with me pushing in the spark rod, this stuff almost looks like cat hair. But yeah, guys, this was another bloop. It is what it is. The customer just wants hot water, but none of the stuff was covered up. So luckily, we were able to get everything fired up. But sometimes you're not so lucky with newer equipment, you know, whether it be a circuit board or something like that. And once you get things covered in dust and debris, things short out, and you guys already know what happens. You got to replace it. But luckily, this was something small. But guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the door back on, and we are going to fire this up, and we got to wait for this tank to get hot. Let's get to it, guys. I'll be right back, guys. That was an in and out call, but I just had a very humbling experience. If you guys didn't know, I'm learning Spanish. There was a guy that was here the second time I was here a few weeks back, and I was telling him, fue un placer conocerte, or conocerte. That means nice meeting you, but I didn't know the people that was here spoke Portuguese. So guys, you learn something new every day. Portuguese and Spanish is on 2 different sides of the platform. So guys, I'm proud to say I can speak Spanglish. I know most nouns and pronouns, but yeah, that Portuguese shit, that's on a whole nother level. But look at this. It's easier to walk on the street than it is on the sidewalk. I freaking hate these side streets. But guys, that's all there is to it. In the middle of me trying to learn Spanish in front of a bunch of Portuguese people. That was an in and out call. I thought it was gonna be a bad thermocouple or something, but guys, I just had to clean it, make sure everything's rocking and rolling, and at least everything upstairs and on the first floor is starting to get lukewarm. I don't necessarily have to be there for everything to get piping hot, so, but they already know the difference between the cold and hot, so. But guys, that's all there is to it. Keep rocking and rolling. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.